It's another day playing Prehistoric Kingdom, and as you can see, I have been AFK, or rather, grinding through all those fossil excavations slowly but surely. What's on the docket today is working on the Lambeosaurus enclosure, giving it their own TLC, because since they're just a full herd down there, and maybe I'll try and removing this path, cutting through the Nasutoceratops and Lambeosaurus enclosure, to give them some more privacy. And the main reason for this is because earlier in the game it was just to cut through here and get more visibility area for the Nasutoceratops. But since we have these now, uh, this has fallen a bit more redundant. Besides, I would love to have the guests go through here because my plan for the Lambeosaurus enclosure is to create a giant viewing area right here down to their enclosure. All right, will be the next enclosure we're gonna make is for the Mutabasaurus, Mutaboro. Okay, this guy, Mutaborosaurus, and Oranosaurus. I mean, because they both have the same requirements for their ecosystem or habitat, because I learned my lesson because Parasaurolophus walkeri and this type of Pachyrhinosaurus lacustai doesn't have the same enclosure requirements. Like they prefer this and that. It's kind of up and down on their biomes. So that's a lesson learned for me. So this time I did my research and found that Black Aranosaurus and Muta that thing Mutabasaurus do have their same requirements, or when it comes to their enclosure. So I'll be making that, and also I'll be breeding some of them. Maybe one for each skin. I don't know if we should do it mega herd style like we have here. Maybe just enough. And I'll meet you guys in a bit. Okay, so my enemy, the terrain. How'd you get there, lady? My enemy, the terrain, has finally ugh, worked with me somehow. Okay, so people are using it. So a few binoculars, a few seatings, trash can, and a huge board to know that, hey, these are the Lambeosaurus. So yeah, there you go. You can see as far for the entire enclosure. Obviously, this is not going to be the final enclosure look for the Lambeosaurus because I'm going to put a viewing vent there. Probably another one right there, together with the Nasutoceratops. But anyway, they have more space now. And I'm going to cover all the sloppy terrain work. Oh, hello. Oh, they're huge. Are you? Are you planning to escape? Oh, please no. Alright, yeah, go walk. Collisions are not the best. Not the best. Anyway, I'm gonna keep working on this for a bit. Just a few designs and the viewing vents, and then the Lambeosaurus enclosure TLC will be done. So it could finally look like the rest of the park. So I just heard them say that there are gonna be diseases for the dinosaurs, and there is also going to be like Ferris wheels, rides, theater parks. So I'm glad that they're gonna give us more for the customers, for the guests in the park to work with. Actually, I'm pretty glad. Although uh those were just the only guest things that they have announced. So nothing really big at the moment. Oh, what the flip. And also there's gonna be diseases. So now dinosaurs can now, I didn't know this because I never came to the point where my dinosaurs reached out of their maximum age. So I didn't know that they actually live forever in game. Like where my prized melanistic Lambeosaurus that is nowhere to be seen. Wait, where is it? Oh, there it is. For example, this dude. Actually, melanistic skins in here are like a mutation. So having this is like having a very rare card in your park. So it would be sad to see this dude die eventually because natural lifespan, like what they have in Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, where a dinosaur gets too old, then they die. Then by then you'll have to make another batch of dinosaurs because you made all of them in the same time. Most of us do. Most of us did while playing that game. I never actually played Jurassic World Evolution yet, but I do plan on playing the third franchise of the game. So kind of interesting to see how that will work. So now you will have to manage your park much more. So it'll be interesting to see what they will have to come up with update 16. Although since they also said in the dev blog, their dev blog, that they only have a small dev team to work with, then it will take a bit of time until they could work out something. But that's very good to know. At least we have something to look forward to for that, for that update. Something just cool to see and to know. We're gonna release our new Mutabasaurus Mutaboro. I can't ever get their name right. And the Oranosaurus in the day, or in a bright sunny day, I hope. The weather is not gonna cooperate, so we're just gonna release them anyway. First, we're gonna release the Mutabarosauruses. Oh, wow, they're huge. I hope they can fit all in here.
These ones look a bit hungry. I can practically feel them growling from here.
Shh.
Hopefully, stomach related.
There's the
Muttaburrasaurus is the official fossil
Mutabarosaura.
emblem of Queensland, Australia. It's in good company next to modern emblems like koalas. I've been working on a joke. Want to hear it? Is that Muttaburrasaurus eating toast? It veggie might be. Get it? Never mind.
Okay. Oh, I didn't realize they were huge. How is their crowding? Yeah, they don't have any forest yet. Hang on, hang on. I'm putting some open spaces to where the viewing points might be, which I have some in mind already, so... Oh, look at that! They're using the top of this hill thing. It's their POI. It's gonna be pretty uh fantastic if it's gonna be done soon.
Despite its name, I don't think Muttaburrasaurus would feel at home amongst the pastures of Muttaburra, Australia. Its teeth are much better suited for shearing through tougher plants than modern grasses.
Oh, okay. All of them are up there now. Yeah, that's so cool. Here we go. There we go.
Just look at that! This sailback dinosaur is Ororanosaurus, an ornithopod related to both the thumb-spiked iguanodonts and the duck-billed hadrosaurs. By the long face! Even though it isn't quite a hadrosaur, Oranosaurus has a remarkably long hadrosaur-like face. The beak and snazzy little crest really complete the rest of the look.
Of course, this is gonna grow into like teen, I think, so it won't be really much of a problem for him to cross these rivers. But look at this. Oh, wow, I really left a big a big dent right in here because I plan to put a viewing platform right here. Technically the enclosure is pretty much finished inside for the dinosaurs, but for now I'll be doing the viewpoints and the viewing vents for the guests to view our dinosaurs. Well, that took more than an hour. Yeah, more than an hour. But I finished one viewing point, just one, for the Mutabarosaurus and Ouranosaurus enclosure. So the build isn't clearly complete. As you can see, there is no handrails as we climb up the stairs, and that's because I don't know how to do it. I mean, I could, but it's so much more tedious than I usually thought. But this is fine, I think. Maybe just a handrail. Yeah, maybe just a handrail and a few. That's what I'm just going to do later. But here it is. So you could clearly see, wow, they're actually huge. The Mutabarosaurus and the Ouranosaurus in this enclosure. I'm still gonna work on their habitat, but at least we can see. Zoom in. Oh, look. More binoculars in this one. You can see that part, this part, that part, this part. Like five binoculars down here. Screens for the non-dino nerds to learn. Lights in the center. And of course, just a one restroom and a mini sandwich Bronto burger place down here. A few seatings. You can see them just behind you. Of course, I had to put frames on the glass so they would look more sturdy, and it's glitching out. Okay, I'll fix that in a bit. Donation box, screens, more screens to attract more guests down this area. Why am I standing on the table? And that's it. A pretty good singular enclosure, although they're just here for the for the restroom, I think. uh, and a few rocks and plants around this viewing vent to make it look like more that it belongs in this area. And this is just for this very long stretch of land. And as you can see, I also stretch out their enclosure much bigger than anticipated because, well, I want them to have a bigger enclosure generally. I'm gonna put one of these in here. Now I'm gonna work on their habitat, and I'll meet you guys in a bit. Alright, Mutabarosaurus. Why is everybody freezing? Okay, weird. Mutabarosaurus and Ouranosaurus enclosure and its view vents, points of interest for the guests is now done. I used the steeper stairs so they could get faster in this part. A huge donation box behind these screens on both sides. Chairs and trash cans. And of course, a few binoculars because that's what we have for the guests for now. This one is a slanted one. I want to have a variety of the roofs as well. This one is much more simpler. Staff gate under there. I might just leave it like this. Maybe put some bedding for the dinosaurs so they could rest down here. Still use the same roofs, and I also changed the one right here as well because I didn't notice that. Looks like a lot of people need the restroom, so I'm gonna build that one quick. And that is our Lambeosaurus and Mutaborosaurus enclosure done. Finally done.